So, you really think that being able to afford something versus being able to buy something is as simple as saying being able to buy it 3 times?
Okay, maybe not. Let's explore it, right? If you have 3 to 6 months saved up with your mortgage payment, right? Your gas, your groceries, your light bill, utilities saved up, and you can afford that item, say for instance a shirt, that's $50 3 times, why wouldn't you be able to buy that?
Is that saying that you have $150 in the bank?
That's saying that you have more than $150 in the bank, but you have $150 to buy that shirt 3 times. That means you can buy it once to buy that particular item.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
How much money would you need to have in the bank to feel comfortable buying that $50 shirt?
How much would I have to have?
You. All right.
Like
Let's
I said,
take it off of you.
Okay. Anyone.
Anyone.
3 to 6 months saved up.
Okay, fine.
That's emergency fund, right? You got your investments working, right? That's making you money.
Everybody don't have investments.
Okay.
I was an 18-year-old trying to buy $50 t-shirts.
Okay. You have an income, right? Let's say you make a decent wage, whatever that is to you. And all your bills are paid. You don't have any collections. You don't have any debt issues.
Yeah.
Right? And you have 3 to 6 months saved up. And you can buy a $50 shirt 3 times. I don't see why you can't buy it once.
Okay, let me go into further detail. So
Okay.
obviously, right, you'll have your emergency fund in a separate account.
Sure.
Whatever else you have. So we're talking about your checking account.
Yeah.
How much I need to have in my cash, stash, or my checking account?
To me, essentially, you could have $150 in your checking account right now.
You're not going to eat?
Listen here.
I mean,
You can do whatever you want as long as you have 3 to 6 months saved up. And that's food, that's gas, like I said, that's your mortgage, that's your rent, whatever. All utilities. Up to 6 months. If you decide you want to go out there and buy a $50 shirt with $150 in your checkings account, and you can, move on to the next paycheck, I don't see a problem with that. Because you're going to get paid. You're going to make an income. And you're going to continue to invest.
Bro, no.
Come on.
No.
Why wouldn't you? What's the problem?
Simple.
That's not paycheck to paycheck.
You have $150 left in your checking account?
It's not. You're actively investing, right?
Again, bring it back. An 18-year-old is probably not investing.
An 18-year-old probably doesn't have 6 months saved up either.
Yeah, cool. So,
okay.
When you were 18, how many $50 shirts did you buy? I knew you bought a lot.
When I was 18, how many $50 shirts did I buy? I would say probably a couple.
Okay. So, here's what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, if you cannot buy it 100 times, don't buy it.
Okay. So, you think $50 times 100, that's what somebody should have in their bank account? Together? Checking and savings? Or is that just checking?
Can you go find money to buy it 100 times?
Oh, go find money. So that could be anything, right? That could be retirement. That could be...
No. There's too much friction between you and a retirement account, obviously.
How?
To withdraw from a retirement account, the 10% penalty, you have to pay income tax on it.
10%?
That's too much friction.
You can still get the money out. People take out their 401k.
Yeah, true. But I think most people don't consider 401ks as liquid income, right?
Why not?
I don't think it's considered liquid asset.
Why not? Why wouldn't you add that to your liquid assets? You can
liquid?
You could take... What do you mean? Your 401k? You could take out your 401k based on your invested balance. Why wouldn't you? You pay your 10%.
And you pay your your regular income tax.
You could definitely take that money out anytime you want to. You're going to pay a penalty. Sure. You're going to pay tax on it. Why wouldn't that be liquid?
Look, unless you're facing bankruptcy, do not ever dip into your 401k.
Please. That's not my advice.
Please.
But you can definitely do it.
That's not liquid.
That's like you're saying money that you have invested into a 401k account that's growing over time is not liquid. We're not talking about a property. We're not talking about anything that's a tangible thing like jewelry.
It is property.
401k.
You own pieces in the company. It's not as easy as let me go to the bank and withdraw. If I have to make a business deal, it's not as simple as me just wiring you the money. I'm going to have to withdraw to whatever account I'm going to then wire from. There's too much friction.
There's not as much friction as selling a property.
Sure, but it's
that's
still
not
friction.
liquid. That's not liquid. I would understand that. There's more friction in accounts receivables than there is in a 401k. 401k is definitely liquid. If you have, say you have invoices, right? I think we're getting off topic, but say you have invoices and that person has not paid your invoices yet.
Yeah.
You can include your AR report as a part of your net worth.
Yeah.
Okay? Once those invoices become liquid, then that becomes a part of your net income or your revenues or whatever it is. So there's more friction than you withdrawing money from your own 401k account and your invested balance in that. And there's more friction with selling and buying a house.
You lose 10% plus your income off of what? Because here's the thing, right? You can't. I guess here's my point. If you need $1,500, you're gonna have to withdraw like $2,000 or $2,500, depending on what state you live in, from your 401k to be able to have that.
And that's liquid money. That's cash. That's cash money. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
All right, man. I vehemently disagree with you on that, for sure. Even if you want to say the textbook definition of it as being liquid, please don't look at it as liquid assets. Your 401k, just leave it there unless you're facing bankruptcy or foreclosure on a home.
Sure. I agree with that.
That's my point. That's my take home point. But my greater point was, look, if you can buy it 100 times, if you can go to your Chase, to your Bank of America account or your Ally account and say, hey, I can buy the shirt 100 times, then go ahead, go for it. If you cannot do that, I would recommend against it.
Okay. But
unless you can live in it or it can make you money. And cars are included into being able to make you money. Sure. You need a car to go to work.
Let's use your same example on a $10 shirt. Say someone wants to go to Walmart. They don't make $1,000 every 2 weeks.
Do they have $100 when they're buying that $10 shirt? If they have 0 shirts,
that's 10 times.
Oh wait, a $10 shirt, $1,000. Sorry,
$1,000.
So if they don't have $1,000 in their bank account and they have no shirts, I would say them buying that $10 shirt will go into the category of shelter.
I think we should meet in the middle. I say 3 times. All right. I say 3 to 6 months savings account. Right.
Everybody, what is 3 to 6 months? I live with my parents. Now what?
Okay, 3 to 6 months. I live with my parents.
I pay no rent. I'm trying to get some.
Then let's meet in the middle. If you can buy that shirt 10 times between your checking and savings, then you can buy the shirt once.
No.
That's a good medium.
100 times.
100 times?
100 times.
You want people to have $10K for a $100 shirt?
Yeah. You don't need to buy a $100 t-shirt now.
Yeah, but say if I live on the northeast side of Houston, I don't have $1,000, but I need to go buy a t-shirt. You mean to tell me I can't own a t-shirt?
I will put that into the category of shelter. Because you have to have clothes. You have no clothes.
But you can't live in the shirt.
You need your shirt to go out into this world. So, I mean, some people that are homeless essentially do live in their shirt. But my point is this, right? In terms of luxury.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're buying a $10 shirt, you're probably buying a shirt because you need it. I don't know anybody that has a collection of $10 shirts. Like, oh, I'm just collecting. No. Now, if you're buying things of luxury, if you can buy it 100 times, go for it. If you cannot buy it 100 times, don't buy it. Do you like that definition better?
I feel like... Not really. Because if you can meet me in the middle, like I said, I say 3 times, you say 100 times. If we can meet 10 times, that makes sense.
So, let's just say, right? Mm-hmm. Just for giggles, I could buy a Louis Vuitton purse 10 times. Should I just go buy one?
No, I wouldn't say you should just go buy one. Just because you could do it.
10 times.
It depends on your financial situation. If you have credit problems, right? If, say, for instance, you have liquid cash in your checking and savings, but you are $10,000 to $15,000 in debt, then no, don't go buy that Louis Vuitton purse. But sometimes you gotta treat yourself, and if you have that purse 10 times, then I don't see a problem with that. If your debts are clear, you're paying your mortgage on time or your rent, then sure, why not?
But with my philosophy, I think it even applies to people with debt. Okay. Even if you have a bad debt situation, sometimes you might want to go out to eat once. You might want to do something 100 times. If you can do it 100 times despite your debt situation, that means you're going in the right direction. Is all I'm saying. It's like, for example, the Yeezy Red Octobers.
Yeah.
Those are, some really expensive shoes.
Okay.
One could say you might be able to buy those 3 times.
Yeah.
Go for it. You can afford it.
Like I said.
I know you like them.
Okay.
Buy them.
Listen. If you can survive.
You can survive.
The pandemic or any economic downturn for at least 6 months, and you have 7,000 times 3 in your bank account, and you want to go ahead and you buy those shoes, and you have, I'm going to say this again, and this might not apply to everybody, but investments working, you live in your home, you own a home, you don't have massive debt, then why not?
Let me blow your mind real quick.
Why not?
I'll paint a really good picture. I don't care if you own 50% equity in your home.
Okay.
You got a year of an emergency fund. You have no consumer debt. If all you got is $20K in a bank account, and you're trying to buy $7,000 sneakers that you're not buying to speculate to sell again later, you're buying them to wear, I'm going to think you're stupid.
That's cool.
If you have $20,000, that's all you have in your checking account. I know you have more money flying around, but you're responsible, obviously, if you have no debt, own 50% of your equity in your home, you have a year. I'm going to say, bro, that's not it.
I understand. But in that person's case, what if they wanted to treat themselves
to
the Red Octobers that they've wanted for years, and they have a decent income? They're going to get their money back eventually. They have investments working for them. They have 50% equity in their home, and they want to go buy some Red Octobers because that's what they've wanted for 10 years, and they can finally afford it.
What is 100 times that 7,000?
What?
Math people are $70,000, $700,000?
I think so. Yeah. $700,000.
Okay, so if they're liquid, their liquid is $700,000.
This man's crazy.
Go for it.
I said times 10. 70,000. That makes sense.
No, 700,000. I'm with it.
No.
Maybe, I'm with it.
Maybe if you were buying a car, say if you wanted to get it that Porsche, right? Porsche that you like.
Yes.
What is it? A Taycan?
Yes, I love it.
Okay, cool. Then maybe you should say, okay, if you can own that, if you can buy that 100 times, then I understand that.
Ooh,
that makes sense to me.
Nah.
Because that's going to lose value. And that's super expensive.
Wait. What's the math on that? $10 million?
Yep. $10 million.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay, so meet me in the middle.
Nah, I wouldn't go that far. I say, if you see me in a Porsche Taycan, I'm a millionaire. That's all I'm going to say.
Is that liquid or is that just net worth?
I'm going to have a lot of liquid because I'll be buying it cash.
Okay.
FYI, I'm nowhere near that. Nowhere, not even close. I can't even smell the Taycan. But
you can dream.
I can dream.
But
and then that dream becomes reality, and you see me in the Taycan, know I'm a millionaire.
I feel you. Okay, and that's great. And
but it's a car, so I'm driving it to make myself money. That's my exception to that rule.
Not necessarily. Because it's going to lose value.
Sure.
Right?
But it's taking me to work. It's not going to lose more value than the money I make. It already won't do that.
Okay, sure. But based on your logic, you have to
I cleared it out.
Shelter,
and things that make you money are excluded from this equation.
You cannot sit here and put a car in a category to make you money. How can you make money from a Taycan?
I drive to work.
You drive. You could also take a bus.
I could, but I want to drive.
Exactly.
It makes me money.
Not at all.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Huh?
The car does not make you money at all.
Yes, it does.
You cannot prove
I
that.
use my car to go to work. That's enough.
The car does not make you money. The job makes
The
you
fact
money.
that I drive to work in that car is a
Okay.
part of me making money.
Okay, you could also get to work by Uber. Does that make you money?
If you were telling me you don't have a car, you're telling me you're spending $20 on that day on Uber to get to work, I'm not mad at you. Because you're using that Uber money to make money. I'm not mad at you.
Oh, come on.
I don't have no problem with that.
Okay. In most cases, you're not going to drive that Taycan to work. You're going to probably
Yes, I
keep
am.
it in a pristine
Nope.
condition.
I'm driving it every day.
Okay, right.
I'm not paying that kind of money to...
Oh, man.
Look.
You got to buy it 100 times. I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
Say, meet me in the middle.
No, 100. It's simple.
10 times. We can't come to that agreement. I said 3. That was super low. I agree with that. I think 10 times.
We're going to agree to disagree on this one.
My God.
Y'all going to have to let us know who you side with. Buying it 100 times. Buying it 3 times.
Buying it 3 times after you have 3 to 6 months savings for any type of emergency or economic downturn, coronavirus or whatever. Yes.
I love these little caveats you add, but that's fine. 100 times versus 3 times.
Nah.
Let us know who you rolling with, please.
Yes, sir.